coming together to staying in the upper room until the Holy Spirit was given to pray. They didn't pray for 1 minute. They didn't pray for 10 minutes. They didn't pray for an hour. It was a constant, continual gathering where they continually prayed without ceasing the whole time, because there was a consensus that prayer was a priority. Most of us would more than likely agree prayer should be a priority. Anybody disagree with that? But is it a priority enough for us to understand the importance of us not only praying individually, but us praying corporately to gather together for prayer? And so prayer must be that kind of consensus for the Spirit of God to work in us and through us to fulfill and accomplish what He wants to achieve through us. The consensus of prayer. Secondly, we notice the concentration for prayer, or in prayer. Verse 23, chapter 1. While they are up in the upper room and they're praying, Simon Peter stands and addresses the brethren that are there. And maybe the sisters were probably praying, and the brethren were there. He addresses the brotherhood that's there. And he says, "Gentlemen, Judas has betrayed Christ because God prophesied it, God ordained it. He is sovereign. It was something that God foresaw. He foreknew. He did what He did. God accomplished His will and His plan and His purpose through that betrayal. Christ was arrested and crucified and died so that He could rise from the dead. Now we must replace Judas." And you saw this last week as Bob eloquently preached for us, the selection of Matthias. But look at verse 23. As they are gathering together, the church, notice they put forward Joseph, called Barabbas, who was also called Justus, and Matthias. They're praying. What do they pray for? Notice what they pray. "You, Lord, who knew the heart, who knows you, Lord, who know the hearts of all." Now, it should be plural, right? But it's not. "Who know the hearts of all, show which one of these two you have chosen to take the place in the ministry and apostleship from which Judas turned aside to go to his own place." Notice they are submitting to God for wisdom. God, we understand that you are all-knowing and you are all-wise and you are all-understanding. They are seeking God for counsel in the selection of the one who will replace Judas and become the 12th disciple, the 12th apostle. And in that seeking God's wisdom, notice they understand that this person is going to share, notice, first of all, ministry, secondly, apostleship. I don't think there's a mistake in that order. They know that this new apostle, this new disciple, this one of the 12 now, who has been with Jesus, sat under His teaching, has personally encountered Christ, and knows all the things about Christ as they do, is a person that first of all is involved in ministry and then leadership. Don't miss the order. I wish we could camp out here, but we can't. But notice the importance of selecting the 12th apostle, the 12th minister. They do it through prayer and only after prayer. There is a concentrated effort on the part of the church to gather together to pray specifically for the man that God would choose to replace Judas. We are in that very same spot today. Although Brian is not a Judas, that's not what I'm saying. I think he's a great man of God and he did a great job, but he's gone. And we find ourselves now in a place in which we are to bring someone else in, to be the shepherd, to be the pastor, to be the leader of our congregation, of our flock.